In questions of science, the authority of 1,000 is not worth the humble reasoning of a single individual. I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense, reason, and intellect has intended us to forego their use. Wine is sunlight, held together by water. All truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. The point is to discover them. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. I have never met a man so ignorant that I couldn't learn something from him. The sun, with all those planets revolving around it and depending on it, still can ripen a bunch of grapes as if it had nothing else in the universe to do. Nature is relentless and unchangeable, and it is indifferent as to whether its hidden reasons and actions are understandable to man or not. Measure what can be measured, and make measurable what cannot be measured. Mathematics is the language with which God has written the universe. Philosophy is written in this grand book, I mean the universe. The laws of nature are written by the hand of God in the language of mathematics. Doubt is the father of invention. The Bible shows the way to go to heaven, not the way the heavens go. The Milky Way is nothing else but a mass of innumerable stars planted together in clusters. To understand the universe, you must understand the language in which it's written, which is mathematics. I give infinite thanks to God, who has been pleased to make me the first observer of marvelous things. It is surely harmful to souls to make it a heresy to believe what is proved. Passion is the genesis of genius. I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. Curiosity is the key to problem solving. The Bible teaches us how to go to heaven, not how the heavens go. We cannot teach people anything. We can only help them discover it within themselves. It is a beautiful and delightful sight to behold the body of the moon. The book of nature is written in the language of mathematics. Knowing thyself is the greatest wisdom. The goal of all science is to cover the greatest number of empirical facts by logical deduction. You cannot teach a man anything, you can only help him find it within himself. Where the senses fail us, reason must step in. The universe is written in the language of mathematics. The moon is a harbinger of change. The sunspots are nothing but clouds that obscure the sun's face. I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense, reason, and intellect has intended us to forego their use. Facts which at first seem improbable will, even on scant explanation, drop the cloak which has hidden them and stand forth in naked and simple beauty. The greatest wisdom is to get to know yourself. It is surely harmful to souls to make it a heresy to believe what is proved. The sun, with all those planets revolving around it, still manages to ripen a bunch of grapes as if it had nothing else in the universe to do. Doubt is the seed of all invention. To understand the universe, you must understand the language in which it is written, the language of mathematics. Nature is implacable and unchangeable. The laws of nature are unalterable. The Bible shows us how to go to heaven, not how the heavens go. Curiosity is the key to discovery. In science, reason prevails over authority. Mathematics is the language in which God has written the universe. All truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. The mind is like a parachute. It works only when it is open. To be human is to be curious.